Welcome to another edition of YPS Season 2, Episode 5 today. Today happens to be our Kids Parliament. And Kids Parliament, that is where the children try to emulate whatever is being done in the Parliament and from their own perspective of whatever they understand of what is happening in our system, in our area, in our constituency, they express it. I want you to stay glued to your TV set, enjoy the children whilst they give you a back-to-back presentation of whatever is happening in Ghana. My name is Rosemary Osei-Kuffour, and I am your host for today. And you can call me Auntie Rome. Today we have some other people who have been with us for some time now, our old contestants. I would like to introduce them and then they will give us a wave and then we move on. So without much ado, we have our past contestant, Ileona, here. If you are here, give us a wave. Okay, and then we have Honorable, okay, that was Honorable Ileona. And then we have Honorable Samuel Ajete, if you are here. We also have Honorable Zoe. We have Honorable Becky. Is Becky here?
She's here.
Honorable Dalion. Okay, all these are past contestants who has passed through the program and they did so well. You can check on our social media platforms to see their works and whatever they did. My name is still Rosemary Osei-Kuffour. I am your host for today. Let me go back and sit down while we watch the proceedings of the children. Thank you. Stay back to your TV set and enjoy.
Shall we all rise and pray? Almighty and merciful God, as we gather here today in this esteemed chamber, we humbly seek your guidance and wisdom. Grant us the clarity of mind to discern what is just and right, and courage to uphold the value of truth in all our decisions. Bless each member of this assembly with strength to serve our nation and its people with truth. May we approach our responsibility with humility and be mindful of the trust placed by us by our fellow citizens. Grant us, O Lord, the ability to listen and speak with honesty and respect. Guide us in our proceedings and unite us. We offer this prayer in your holy name, trusting in your wisdom and grace. Amen. Amen. Shall we all sit? Honorable members, we take item 4, which is proceeding of verdict by individual constituencies. Now let's call upon the Honorable Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, to give a verdict.
Long live Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Kateche Ajamai Tufo, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. As a minister designate, I would like to say that illegal mining poses significant threat to our lands and natural resources. The environment is a home for all living and non-living organisms. This environment encompasses the interaction of all living species, climate, weather, and natural resources that affect human survival and economic activities. People living close to Galamsey areas faces environmental effects such as flooding and degradation. The public cry and fear the destructive nature of the environment, which if unattended can lead to a desert country in the near future. All our farmlands and forests will be gone. There is no qualm that Galamsey activities has caused a great harm to our lands and natural resources. An example is water pollution. This is because most of the minerals are found in rivers surrounding us. These activities are done without caring about the consequence and danger on the community. Deforestation is another major part of damages Galamsey activities has caused to the environment. To enable them accomplish their operation of extracting gold, they clear the forest by cutting down trees. They use unprotected tools and machines on the land. This leads to pits on the land. This has become a big threat to the nation. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I will put forward the following measures to curb Galamsey activities in our country. 1. The government should create more jobs and improve service conditions of workers. 2. The government should revive the economy and make living more easier and better for citizens. 3. The youth should be trained on responsible mining and safeguard the environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call the old generation, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, to give a verdict.
May you live long, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Nana Kofi Elupoku, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Mr. Speaker, I think we've all heard the verdicts of my colleague, Honorable Katechi, on how lands and natural resources are being destroyed by illegal miners. Mr. Speaker, to this, I would like to give my verdicts on how we can use technology to both mine and protect our natural resources without the natural resources being destroyed. Mr. Speaker, as a minister focusing on utilizing technology to both mine and protect our natural resources, here are some strategic approaches we can look at. 1. Remote sensing and GIS. Implementing advanced satellite imaging and geographic information systems (GIS) to monitor mining activities, identify potential sites, and track environmental changes. I believe that with this, we can help track environmental changes and destruction caused by Galamseyers. 2. IoT and sensors. Deploying Internet of Things devices and sensors in mining operations to collect real-time data on environmental parameters, example, air quality, water quality, and operational efficiency. 3. Automation and robotics. Introduce automation and robotics in mining processes to enhance productivity, while minimizing human exposure to hazardous environments, thereby reducing environmental impact. 4. Data analytics and AI. Utilize data analytics and artificial intelligence (AI) to optimize resource extraction processes, predict environmental changes, and develop proactive strategies for mitigation and conservation. 4. 5. Blockchain technology. Implement blockchain to enhance transparency and traceability in the supply chain, ensuring resource responsible sourcing and preventing illegal mining activities. 6. Community engagement. Use technology platforms for effective communication and engagement with local communities to ensure their participation in decision-making processes and sustainable resource management. 7. Regulatory framework. Develop and enforce robust regulatory frameworks, leveraging technology for monitoring compliance, ensuring adherence to environmental standards, and promoting responsible mining practices. 8. Education and awareness. Utilize digital platforms for public education and awareness campaigns about the importance of sustainable mining practices and environmental degradation. Mr. Speaker, I believe that with these points that I have personally drafted, we can make a change in Ghana. With this, I hope we all adhere to these and make Ghana a better place, ensuring that our lands and natural resources are being destroyed and make Ghana a better place for future use. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call upon the new generation Minister for Agricultural Development.
Mr. Speaker, may you be blessed. My name is Honorable Revenetti, Honorable Minister for Agriculture, and today I am of the view that agriculture in the olden days, although not so advanced, is better than these modern day practices. As the world grapples with the challenges of modern agriculture, it's crucial to explore sustainable and traditional methods of farming that enhances the environment. One such time-tested practice is plugging with Ongo bulls, a breed known for its strength and endurance. This builds up to make the land more fertile. While modern machinery like tractors and blogging equipment have become prevalent in modern agriculture, Ongo bulls offer unique advantages. Unlike machines, these bulls can adjust their pace and pressure according to soil conditions, preventing soil erosion. Unlike machines, traditional farming systems with domestic animals do not emit harmful pollutants, contributing to a cleaner and sustainable farming environment. Olden-day agricultural tools were simpler, easier to use, repair, and required less specialized knowledge. Examples include wooden planks and sickles, which were durable and accessible to farmers without any advanced machinery. Implementing on new farming systems often requires significant upfront investments in new equipment, technology, or infrastructure. Farmers may face challenges in acquiring these resources, especially if they operate on tight budgets. Finally, depending on the nature of the new farming system, there could be unforeseen environmental consequences. For example, increased mechanization might lead to soil compaction or erosion if not managed properly. Changes in crop varieties of cultivation practices could also affect local biodiversity or water usage patterns. In the quest for sustainable agriculture, it's important to recognize the significance of traditional farming practices. Thank you.
Now let's call the old generation Minister of Agricultural Development.
May you live long, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, members of Parliament, I'm Honorable Home Edem Larissa, the Honorable Minister for Agriculture Development. Mr. Speaker, please permit me to say a big welcome to all ministers and MPs present here. I echo to you all for your hard work, time, and patience you have shown towards the development of this country. I'm here to give a verdict on how technology can improve agriculture. Mr. Speaker, as the Minister for Agriculture Development, I can improve agriculture by using technology through several strategies. And these strategies are 1. Education and training. Investing in training activities for farmers to learn more about modern farming technologies and provide them with support and resources these farmers will need to adapt new technologies. 2. The use of smart irrigation systems. Deploying smart irrigation systems that uses sensors and automated watering schedules ensures that plants receive the right amount of water at the right time, conserving water and enhancing crop yields. 3. The usage of mobile technology. Developing mobile apps such as Akoko Market and Agritech helps in agriculture development by providing farmers with real-time information on weather forecasts, pest control, market prices, and best farming practices. Point number 4. Partnership with tech companies. Collaborating with tech companies and research institutions develops and deploys innovative agriculture technologies. 6. The use of drones and satellite imagery. Using drones and satellite imagery for monitoring crop health, soil condition, and irrigation needs helps in early detection of pest infestations and diseases. Again, the use of automation and robotics. Introducing automated machineries and robotics for packaging reduces labor costs and increases efficiency. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, the use of blockchain technology. Using blockchain improves supply chain transparency and efficiency. This technology can track agricultural products from farm to table, ensuring food safety and reducing fraud. For this, Mr. Speaker, agricultural works of farming will become easier and more faster. For these reasons, I, Honorable Home Edem Larissa, boldly object to what Minister Raven said that simple farming tools and farm animals can improve agriculture through the uses of cutlass, cows, bulls, and so on. I bring my verdict to an end. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call upon the new generation, Minister of Energy.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Members of Parliament, honored guests, I am Honorable Yoshebet Hildegard Emefaji Sam, Minister of Energy, and I'm delighted to give a verdict on the energy production in the country, on how natural light can be saved for future use. Mr. Speaker, I know my fellow minister who will talk of modern and advanced ways of producing renewable energy will state how technology has renovated the energy sector. But Mr. Speaker, the mission of the Ministry of Energy is to develop and ensure reliable supply of high quality energy services at minimum cost to all sectors of the economy. I emphasize reliable and at minimum cost. In view of this, I believe it is appropriate to rely on fossil energy like oil, coal, and gas supported by hydropower for the production of energy in my beloved Ghana. Mr. Speaker, natural light is an invaluable resource playing a crucial role in our daily lives, health, and well-being. It also plays a crucial role in energy efficiency and sustainability. Harnessing and pressing this light for future use is essential for sustainable living and energy conservation. Mr. Speaker, let me walk you through some innovative and effective ways to harness natural light and conserve it for tomorrow. 1. Batteries. Advances in battery technology allow the efficient storage of solar energy collected during the day for use at night or during periods of low sunlight. 2. Lanterns. These use wicks and fuel like kerosene. 3. Oil lamps. Oil lamps are lamps that burn oil for centuries. 4. Rush lights. Rush lights were made from dried, dipped and rush plants were used as a cheap lighting source. 5. Torches. Torches made from wood or other materials, often dipped in animal fat or oil, were used as lighting. Mr. Speaker, renewable energy like wind, light or solar and geothermal have very high cost and require infrastructure that a third world country like Ghana does not have. Mr. Speaker, costs involved might be overwhelming to the ordinary Ghanaian. I also ask, how reliable are these renewable energy sources? Mr. Speaker, these older lighting methods were often dim, smoky and hazardous, but they were the primary sources of energy before the advent of electric lighting. Mr. Speaker, to conclude, I believe Ghana is in the right direction in terms of energy production. Are we ready for the renewable energy like light harvesting? No, I rest my case. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call the old generation, Minister of Energy.
Mr. Speaker, may you be blessed. I am Honorable Queen AJ, Honorable Minister for Energy. Honorable members, as the Minister for Energy, I am honored to share my thoughts on the profound importance of natural energy, particularly sunlight, for our beloved nation Ghana. Natural energy refers to the power derived from natural resources like sunlight, wind, and water, which are renewable and environmentally friendly. In an era where global environmental challenges and the need for sustainable development are paramount, harnessing natural resources is not just an option, but a necessity. Sunlight, an abundant and renewable energy, stands out as a beacon of hope for our energy needs. That is why I, Honorable Queen AJ, object to Honorable Members' verdict. Firstly, solar energy is inexhaustible. Unlike fossil fuels, which are finite and environmentally damaging, sunlight is a perpetual gift from nature. By tapping into these resources, we reduce our dependency on imported fuel, enhancing our energy security and economic stability. Secondly, solar power is environmentally friendly. It reduces no greenhouse gases or pollutants, making it a key player in our fight against climate change. By investing in solar energy, we protect our air quality, conserve our ecosystems, and ensure a healthier future for our children. The shift to renewable energy resources, like solar, is crucial in mitigating the adverse effects of climate change that threaten our agricultural productivity, water resources, and coastal communities. Moreover, solar energy has the potential to democratize power access across Ghana. With solar panels, even the most remote communities can gain access to electricity driving social and economic development. This decentralization of energy can spare local industries, improve education through reliable power for schools, enhancing healthcare services with electrified facilities. In conclusion, the importance of natural energy, particularly sunlight, cannot be overstated. It is a cornerstone for our journey towards a sustainable, prosperous, and self-reliant Ghana. Let us embrace this abundant resource and illuminate the path to a brighter future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call the new generation Minister of Education.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of this August House, good morning to you all. My name is Honorable Mamisewa Sapon. I am the Honorable Minister for Education, and I'm here this morning to give a verdict on education using the old system. Mr. Speaker, the old Ghanaian system emphasized on discipline, hard work, respect for authority, and respect for our nation as a whole. The old system of education is a valuable model for training children, and I will be very glad if the old education system can be adopted once again. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the following are some reasons why I call for education to go back to the old system. 1. Emphasis on discipline and responsibility. Students were taught punctuality and to attend classes at all costs. They were taught to be responsible for their belongings and school property. Students were divided into sections and plots were given to them to ensure that it's always clean. Failure to do so attracted punishment. Example, a student who loses his or her textbook had to pay for a new one or go without one. 2. Focus on basic skills and core values. Students learned fundamental skills like reading, writing, and arithmetic. They were taught important values like honesty, respect, and hard work. Example, students were encouraged to help each other and share notes. In this our 21st century, students keep to themselves, spending all their time behind computers and phones, claiming they are learning. Are they really learning? They may be playing their favorite game or watching a funny video on YouTube. 3. Encourage respect for authority and tradition. Students were taught to respect their elders, teachers, and cultural heritage. They learned about Ghanaian history, culture, and heritage. They learned the introduction of cultural studies in their schools. Example, students were expected to greet their teachers, elders with respect wherever they see them. With the old system of education, students were given homework which encouraged them to seek for first-hand information. Example, a learner who has been given a homework that has to do with traditional authority will have to go to the palace to make enquiries. These enquiries help the students to get more knowledge. This is not so with the new curriculum. 4. Strong work and ethics. Students were taught to encourage to work hard and to persevere through challenges. They were taught to take pride in their work and strive for excellency. Example, students who excelled in their studies were rewarded with prizes, recognition, and some were given scholarships to further their education. 5. Emphasis on community and social responsibility. Students were taught to prioritize the collective good and contribute to society. They learned about social issues and how to resolve with fairness in order to satisfy both sides. Example, students participated in community service projects like clean up public spaces to ensure that the environment within which they live in is disease-free. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of this August House, I will plead for consideration to bring back the old system of education where students were much more responsible and hardworking. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call the old generation Minister for Education.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to share my view on the importance of technology in education. My name is Honorable Jason Fantevi, Minister of Education. As a ministry, we have a core mandate to ensure that quality education is accessible to all Ghanaians to support human capital and national development. Mr. Speaker, as part of our research to fulfill our promise of quality education, we have come to embrace the use of technology in our educational sector. The importance of technology in education, I must say, cannot be underestimated, Mr. Speaker, and that's why I object to the old system. Mr. Speaker, technology is important because it provides students and teachers with the tools and resources to enhance learning, communication, and collaboration. The use of projectors and computers in the classroom makes studies quick and entertaining for students compared to the voluminous books used in the days of the old. Technology has helped students learn in different ways, explore new subjects outside their school environment, and deepen their understanding of difficult concepts. In the old way, this could never be done. Mr. Speaker, the use of technology saves money by reducing the need for textbooks, paper, and transportations. Students today are told to do research online rather than to buy a so book before they can access information. Mr. Speaker, technology increases the scope of distance learning. Today, a student in Ghana can obtain a Harvard degree without traveling outside to the United States. 6 students in the hospitals are able to take exams without having to visit the exam hall in person. Mr. Speaker, as a typical classroom size continues to grow, technology provides a way to make it seem a bit smaller and more manageable. Students can get instant feedback from online resources, even if the classroom teacher cannot be available for an entire class at all the time. Mr. Speaker, technology connects the classroom experience to the real world and prepares students for the modern workplace. It is said that students who update themselves on technology evolutions in education are more likely to be successful in their jobs. Mr. Speaker, today there are plenty of programs, sites and tutorials that offer students instant help whether they are at home or in school. Parents are able to check the performance of their children without having to visit the school. Parents in the diaspora are able to access exam results and progress of their children by just a click. Without technology, how can students do research? Without technology, students cannot watch, listen to recorded videos to learn. The old way of education limited students in all aspects. Mr. Speaker, do you recall during COVID, students in the private school were still joining via Zoom to learn to make up for the lost months? Students have control over what they can learn. If a student needs homework help, free tutorials and explanations are usually just a click away. Indeed, technology is the way forward, today and forever for our educational system. Thank you once again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call the new generation Minister of Information.
Fellow ministers, I am Honorable Christiana Inchidanso, the Minister for Information. Mr. Speaker, today I stand before you to address a matter of paramount importance, the welfare of our teachers, the pillars of our nation's future. It is undeniable that our teachers play a crucial role in shaping the minds and destinies of our children. Their dedication, passion, and tireless efforts form the bedrock of our educational system. However, it is equally undeniable that their current salaries do not reflect the immense value they bring to our society. This situation has a detrimental impact on both the quality of education and the morale of our teachers. Therefore, I stand here to declare that increasing teacher salary is not merely a matter of fairness, but a strategic investment in the future of Ghana. Let me outline our vision by explaining some various ways of attainment. Number 1, salary review and adjustment. A thorough review of teachers' salaries must be undertaken, factoring in inflation, the cost of living, and the vital role teachers play in society. A fair and competitive salary structure will attract and retain talented individuals in the teaching profession. Number 2, performance-based incentives. Let's incentivize excellence. A system of performance-based bonuses and rewards will encourage teachers to strive for continuous improvement, ensuring that our students receive the best possible education. Number 3, professional development opportunities. Investments in ongoing training and professional development for teachers is vital. By equipping them with the latest teaching methodologies and resources, we empower them to deliver a modern and effective education. Number 4, improving working conditions. Teachers deserve a conducive and supportive work environment. This includes providing adequate resources, reducing class sizes, and promoting a culture of respect and appreciation for their dedication. Now, let us look at some benefits of investment in teacher salaries. Number 1, improved educational outcomes. Increased salaries will attract and retain qualified teachers, leading to improved educational outcomes and enhanced student learning outcomes. Number 2, motivated and empowered teachers. When teachers feel valued and supported, they are more likely to be motivated and enthusiastic, leading to a more positive and engaging learning environment. Number 3, a stronger future for Ghana. Investing in our teachers is investing in the future of Ghana. An educated and skilled workforce will drive innovation, economic growth, and social progress. Mr. Speaker, this is a call to action for all Ghanaians. We must work together to ensure that our teachers receive the respect, recognition, and compensation that they deserve. Let us join hands to build a brighter future for our children and for Ghana by making a real commitment to the well-being of our teachers. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to end here. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now let's call upon the old generation Minister of Information.
Mr. Speaker, may you be blessed.
I am Honorable Joyous David Wisdom Amos Ikeki, and the Minister of Information. Mr. Speaker, it is indeed a privilege to stand in this honorable chamber today to address a pressing matter that has been at the forefront of our national discourse: the welfare of our dedicated teachers. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, the plight of teachers in this country is common knowledge to all and sundry. Woefully inadequate salaries have led to gross disregard for this noble profession and unpalatable hardship. This, Mr. Speaker, is tantamount to the numerous industrial strikes and demonstrations by teacher unions across the nation. Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues and I, including you, are all here today because of their heroic sacrifices. While we acknowledge their tireless efforts in shaping young minds, we also recognize the need for innovative solutions to supplement their income, rather than solely relying on traditional means. Mr. Speaker, it is in furtherance to my colleague, Honorable Christiana Entry, the Minister for Information's position, that I propose that we empower our teachers to harness the power of technology to boost their earnings. This approach not only aligns with our digital age, but also unlocks new avenues for financial growth. Consequently, Mr. Speaker, the following approaches should be considered by teachers. First of all, online tutoring courses are a great start. The global demand for online education has skyrocketed. Platforms like Udemy, Coursera, ULessons, and even YouTube offer teachers the opportunity to create and sell lessons and courses. Mr. Speaker, by leveraging their expertise, teachers can reach a global audience and generate substantial income. Furthermore, educational content creation would bring great returns to teachers. Teachers can create and monetize educational content such as ebooks, lesson plans, and instructional videos. Websites like Teachers Pay allow educators to sell their resources to other teachers, creating a passive income stream. Additionally, virtual classrooms and private tutoring offer extra income. Using platforms like Zoom or Skype, teachers can offer private tutoring sessions to students worldwide. This flexibility allows them to work from home and set their rates, providing a significant boost to their earnings. Mr. Speaker, what is more? Undertaking professional development workshops would help teachers rake in more income. Teachers can organize and conduct online workshops for their peers. These workshops, their content, through advertising, sponsorships, and affiliate marketing. Educational influencers on platforms like Instagram and YouTube have successfully turned their passion into profitable ventures. Last but not least, Mr. Speaker, is the development of educational apps and tools. Teachers with a knack for technology can collaborate with developers to create educational apps and tools. These innovations can be solid or licensed, providing an ongoing revenue stream for our teachers. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, the integration of technology in education, without a doubt, opens up numerous avenues for teachers to earn additional income. In this regard, Mr. Speaker, I urge the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with teacher unions, to fast-track the procurement of free or subsidized laptops for teachers. By embracing these opportunities, teachers can not only improve their financial situation but also enrich their professional growth and contribute to the global educational community. It is time for us to harness the power of technology and transform the challenges we face into opportunities for success. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome back from the break. You are still watching YPS Season 2, Episode 5, and today happens to be our Kids Parliament. We've gotten a lot of views, a lot of thoughts on the children, on what is going on in Ghana and their solutions to it. We are still in the Kids Parliament, and there are a lot of research that they have done. We will not waste much time. We'll still continue with our proceedings, and I believe that you are enjoying yourself in the house, watching us, following us on all our social media platforms. And then I guess you are also wondering how you can register your child. You can register your child by calling us on the number on your TV set, or you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all the social media, and then register your child. Registration is ongoing. By the grace of God, we are bringing you another one for the tertiary student, which we can't wait for that. Before I go and sit down, this is Kids Parliament, and today they are giving verdict about things that are happening in their areas. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is still Rosemary Osekofo. Let's take a look at what they have for us.
Welcome back, honorable members. We will continue our proceedings. Let's call Honorable Minister of Health to give a verdict.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Christine Ajuayiwa Ano, MP for Future Jewel School and Minister of Health. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I greet you all. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to share my views on how modern technology can improve in the health system. Many governments across the world are adopting many modern ways to improve in the healthcare services they provide for their people, in Ghana, our dearest country, won't be an exception. In my opinion, adopting modern technologies will help us achieve the Global Key Performance Indicators (KPIs) in healthcare delivery for the people of Ghana. We should implement electronic health record (EHRs) for patient data management. The use of telemedicine and remote monitoring will expand access to healthcare. Artificial intelligence (AI) can be used for enhancing diagnosis and treatments of our people. Data analytics and virtual reality is critical in identifying trends, ensuring resource allocation, and enhanced patient engagement. In this era of cyber theft, it is important we pay attention. In this era of cyber theft, it is important we adopt a strong cybersecurity strategy to protect patient data from cyber attacks. In conclusion, to be able to achieve the foregoing, it is important we pay attention to the human capital by providing continuous training, using technologies for training and upscaling health professionals. By adopting these technologies, our healthcare system can be more efficient, patient-centered, leading to improved health outcomes and good qualities of life. Mr. Speaker, the health of the people is the health of the nation. Thank you.
Let's call Honorable Minister of Transport give a verdict. To give a verdict.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. My name is Honorable Aisha Muhammad and I am the Minister of Road and Transport. I am here to talk to you about how government can develop an efficient transportation system in Ghana using modern technology. The government should invest in infrastructure, build and maintain roads, bridges and paths using modern construction techniques and materials. Mr. Speaker, we need a smart traffic management, implement intelligent traffic control system, including real-time monitoring and adaptive traffic lights to improve flow and reduce congestion. Public transportation enhancement. Introduce or improve mass transit system, such as buses and trains. Potentially incorporating technology. Mr. Speaker, we also need digital payment for fares. We also need digital payment system for fares to enhance convenience and reduce reliance on cash. Infrastructure for cycling and pedestrians. Develop safe infrastructure for cycling and pedestrians, including bike lanes and walkways. Mr. Speaker, I would like to end here. Thank you.
Let's call Honorable Minister of Sport to give a verdict.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of Parliament, I am Honorable Ferfumpong Ajman, Minister of Youth and Sports. Most grateful, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity given me to address this noble house of my verdict on the use of technology in recruiting talented players in Ghana from our remote areas. Mr. Speaker, In every corner of Ghana, dreams are waiting to be unleashed. Kukwa, a spirited young girl from a rural area in Sashi Akontobra, has a passion in lawn tennis and wants to be the next Serena Williams. Lack of resources could dash her, including the sport infrastructure, could dash her hopes for a better future. Razak, a young lad from Asante Achim Agogo, with a fantastic talent in football, stands no chance to be noticed until being discovered. Mr. Speaker, who throws the lights? Mr. Speaker, kindly indulge me to speak on the matter of grassroots sports and how technology can be used to harness talents in this space. Grassroots sports should be given the needed attention to help and add natural talents in our various sporting disciplines. This, I believe, can be achieved if my ministry, Youth and Sports, joins forces with the Ghana Education Service to rejuvenate the inter-colleges sports competition and court football across all the 16 regions in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, social media platforms or handles can be an enabler in reaching out to these talents from our remote areas. The All Regional Games, which was launched in July this year in Kumasi, from research, was spearheaded by Ghana's legend Asamoah Gyan. The main aim of this project was to give our young ones from our remote areas the opportunity to display their unearthed talents through sports, to both the nation and the international community, and also to raise champions from scratch to fight poverty through sports. These talents were reached by social media and the various radio stations. The turnout was impressive. Mr. Speaker, Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan has played a pivotal role in the development of grassroots sports in our country and should be commended. Also to the Asamoah Gyan Foundation for its overwhelming support to our young boxers. Secondly, the introduction of Talent Hunt app, a simple computer application, can be developed to allow young players to showcase their skills by uploading videos of themselves displaying their potentials in any sport. Mr. Speaker, furthermore, our brothers and sisters in the hinterlands are not left out because of lack of internet connectivity. Through bulk SMS, a bulk SMS can be sent out to a wide range of audience through the various telcos in Ghana, in search of such natural endowed talent to help in grooming them to become an asset to our national team. Such messages could inform them of upcoming sports, launch, events, or justify your inclusion games. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sport development has a ripple effect on our economic boost, breeds inclusiveness and cohesion, whilst giving livelihood to our youth. This can be achieved when grassroots sport is given the needed attention, leveraging on technology to bring to light the hidden potentials and untapped talents existing within our remote areas. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rest my case.
Let's call Minister of Interior to give a verdict.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of Parliament, colleague ministers, my name is Honorable Damien Owahinu Pokwe-Chapo, the Minister of Interior. Mr. Speaker, it is an honor to address this chamber on the critical issue of border security. In a rapidly evolving world, the threats to our borders are becoming more complex and sophisticated. It is therefore important that we stay ahead of these threats by leveraging the power of technology. Today, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, I will outline how the government can use technology to strengthen security at our borders. 1. Surveillance and monitoring. One of the most effective ways to enhance the border security is through improved surveillance and monitoring. Technologies like drones, satellites, and high-resolution cameras can provide real-time data and the image of our bodies. These tools can cover vast and difficult terrains, offering a constant watch that human patrols alone cannot maintain. 2. Biometric systems. Implementing biometric systems at our entry can exit points will go a long way to help. Facial recognition, fingerprints, scanning can all help verify the true identities of individuals crossing our borders. 3. Integrated database. Creating and maintaining integrated database that can be accessed by various security agencies is essential. This can inform us on threats such as suspected terrorists and criminals. By sharing data between agencies and with our international partners, we can identify and apprehend potential threats before they pose a danger. 4. Cyber security and measure. More technologies is crucial to protect our system from cyber threats. Ensuring a robust cyber security measure will safeguard our border security, infrastructure from hacking, cyber attacks, or data breaches. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, technology holds immense potential to strengthen our borders security. By investing in surveillance and monitoring, biometric systems, integrated database, and cyber security measures, we can create a robust and secure border security infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, let's embrace these technological advancements to protect our nation, Ghana. Long live Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Let's call Minister of Tourism to give a verdict.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Mr. Speaker, honorable members in Parliament, my name is Honorable Rubelina Jomoshomenotti, and today I am honored to speak to you about how we can improve our tourist site to help students learn more about our heritage and culture. As the Minister of Tourism, I believe that a tourist sites such as Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, Kakun National Park, Cape Coast Castle, and Elmina castles are treasures that hold the stories of our past. These sites can teach us about our history, traditions, and values. Mr. Speaker, however, to make this site even better for learning, we need to take some important steps. First, we need to make our tourist site more accessible to students. This means organizing school trips and providing affordable transportation so that more students can visit these wonderful places. By making it easier for students to reach these sites, we can ensure that everyone has the chance to learn about our heritage and culture. Second, we should create charging and learning experiences at our tourist site. This can include guided tours with knowledgeable guides who can share interesting stories and facts. We can also set up hands-on activities like traditional crafts and games to make our learning fun and memorable. By doing this, students will not only learn but also enjoy their visits. Third, we need to improve our facilities and our tourist sites. This includes building more rest areas, clean bathrooms and information centers where students can learn more about our history and sacrifice of the site. Comfortable and well managed facilities will make the visit more enjoyable for everyone. Finally, we should use technology to enhance the learning experience. This can include creating educational apps and virtual tours that students can use before and after their visit. These tools can provide additional information and make the learning experience more interactive and charging. In conclusion, by making our tourist sites more accessible, creating and charging learning experiences, improving facilities, and using technology, we can help students learn more about our heritage and culture. As the Minister of Tourism, I am committed to working towards these goals to ensure that our rich history and traditions are passed on to future generations. Thank you for listening, and let's work together to make our tourist site the best places for learning and discovery. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Let's call Mr. of Aquaculture to give a verdict.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Honorable members of Parliament, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am Honorable Winigod Abna Padkina Nalawe, Minister of Aquaculture. Today, I want to talk about something that affects us all, the health of our ocean and the food we eat. As we all know, we have a vital role to play in maintaining the delicate nature of our marine ecosystem. The use of chemicals in fishing practice has become a significant concern, not only for the environment but also for our own well-being. Chemicals can contaminate our water bodies, harm marine life, and even end up on our plates. However, there is a better way. Sustainable fishing practice offers a solution that prioritizes a long-term health of our ocean and our communities. In this presentation, I will explore the following. 1. The impact of chemicals used in fishing. 2. Effective alternative and best practices. 3. Success stories from fishermen and communities. The use of chemicals in fishing can have harmful impact in the environment, harm human health and the fishing industry itself. Some of the negativity include water pollution and chemicals like oil and fuel contamination in our water bodies. Imagining a meal that contains engine oil, diesel or petrol. Your guess is as good as mine. Let us look at some effective and best practices. Avoid light and dynamite, and using a proper standard net is the best and effective way of fishing. Let us also share with you some success stories from fishermen by name Niko Telawe, who has been practicing fishing over a decade. He said, fishing is not only a source of income, but also a way of life for him.
I have been able to build a stable life for my family through hard work. Mr. Speaker, it is also a testament to the importance of traditional skills. His story is an inspiration to others, showing that with hard work and dedication, it is possible to build a better life. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Aquaculture is doing all it can to minimize or eradicate the, this entirely. Again, the government through the ministry imposed a closed season on fishing activities in the country water. This is to conserve measures aimed at implanting the depleted fish stocks. Mr. Speaker, I would like to end here and may come back if the need be. Thank you.
Let's call Mr. of Justice and Attorney to give a verdict.
Long live Mr. Speaker.
Honorable speakers, esteemed members of parliament and guests, good day to you all. My name is Honorable Arelai Kriya Ogamna Ejari, and I am Minister of Justice and Attorney. Today, I stand before you to talk about a very important topic called discipline. But not just any discipline. I want to talk about the positive discipline methods based on love and care, not corporal punishment, which is understood by children at school and at home. Now let's talk about the positive discipline methods at school. In our schools, instead of fright or fear, students should be greeted with a smile. Teachers should not use sticks, but should reward students with golden stars. If they help a friend, they should get a smiley face on the board. This is positive reinforcement, which encourages healthy competitions among the students. Sometimes, students get too excited and forget the rules. So such a student could be given a timeout. This is a few minutes for the student to sit down and think of what he or she has done. It's like pressing the pause button on a video game. The students reflect, understand, then play again, but this time better. Behavior charts can be also used. They are like students' progress bars in video games. The more good things the student does, the more the bar fills up. And if the bar is full, they will get a reward. It is fun and teaches the students to be responsible. Now let's talk about the positive discipline methods at home. Mr. Speaker, we all know home is where the heart is and is also where discipline starts. Parents should set up routines for children: when to eat, when to study, when to sleep, etc. It becomes like having a fun daily mission list for children, which when completed, children feel like superheroes. Natural consequences are also a way to learn. It is said, if we don't water our plants, it will wilt. It is sad, but it teaches the children to take good care of their things and be responsible. Parents should allow children to make their own choices within safe boundaries to nurture independence and decision-making skills. Examples of choices are what to wear, what to play with, etc. But with every choice comes a consequence. For example, if children choose playing before finishing their homeworks, they might miss out on TV time. It's like choosing the next move in a chess game. They think ahead. Parents should also set up family rules, like simple ones like no shouting or put the toys back in the box.
etc. When children follow them, the home is happier and they feel proud to have contributed that. Lastly, the most important thing is attention and listening. When children talk, parents must listen, and vice versa. It's like having a best conversation with your best friend. It breeds understanding between parents and children, boosting mutual confidence among them, and it's the best feeling. In conclusion, discipline does not have to be scary. It can be about love and care. It's about children, it's about students or children learning from our mistakes and growing up to be the best we can be. Let's all make our homes and schools where discipline means respect, kindness, and love. Mr. Speaker, thank you for listening, and let's make a change.
Let's call Minister of Digitalization and Communications.
Long live Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed educators and fellow students, good day. My name is James Senama Apeti, and today I stand before you as your Minister of Digitization and Communications. Today, I am going to give you an important verdict on the good of establishing ICT labs in our schools. ICT labs share as a form of a way to teach students how to adapt to the digital age. Spoiler alert, it's crucial. And here's why. 1. Building a digital economy. ICT labs are gateways to the future. In a world where technology is rapidly advancing, our future generation has to be equipped with the necessary skills like coding, critical thinking, and typing skills. These skills aren't just for tech jobs, but suitable for almost every career in today's digital age. Number 2, learning purposes. ICT labs also help with experience of education. Not all students in Ghana have access to phones, computers, or the internet at home. ICT labs can help with that. ICT labs can also help teachers learn new theories to reach children more effectively. Imagine a classroom where learning is as exciting as playing a video game. Number 3, building a bridge. There's a difference between those with computers and those who do not have computers. Thanks to ICT labs, now there's a bridge between them. So imagine the group that doesn't have computers and the group that has computers. Now they can experience the same faith. See, ICT labs build a bridge. Last of all, ICT labs also build a sense of community. ICT labs can also be used not just for students, but also other purposes like adult classes, digitization meetings, and also gaming clubs. Honorable Speaker, let's come together and make sure that every school has an ICT lab, and make a future for the nation and for all. Thank you.
Let's call Minister of Gender and Social Protection.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Patience Annan, the Honorable Minister for Gender and Social Protection. I stand before you to give a verdict on how to ensure the well-being and safety of children. Mr. Speaker, to begin my verdict, I must state it categorically clear that children are the topmost priority of every nation. As it is said in a candat, so in Shriman Amai da Chimpunso dia, and you're not ever say when you come on who entity any bandboom. That is why I, Honorable Patience Annan, has taken it as sole responsibility to seek the welfare and protection of all children in this great nation, Ghana. In view of this, Mr. Speaker, several measures are put in place to achieve this. 1. Enactment and enforcement of laws. Laws are enacted or enforced by the people to prevent child abuse. Contrary to this, is arbitrated to the court of law, which is not less than 10 years imprisonment. I'm serious. 2. Education and awareness. My ministry and I can create public awareness campaigns to educate or address issues like gender-based violence, child labor, and the need for the safety and well-being of children. 3. Formation or creations of education programs to promote gender-sensitive curricula in schools, to recognize and address gender biases, to ensure that all children have access to quality education. 4. Child protection services. Strengthen child protection services to recognize, help, and also rehabilitate children who are victims of child labor, abuse, and exploitation. Mr. Speaker, other measures that cannot be explained due to time are advocacy and partnerships, working with NGOs and international organizations, monitoring and evaluation, promoting youth participation in leadership. Mr. Speaker, implementing these measures requires a coordinated effort across various sectors of government and society. Continuous engagement, evaluation, and adaptation of strategies are essential to achieving sustainable progress in child protection, well-being, and safety. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate you taking the time to hear my verdict. I would like to use this opportunity to thank all ministers and MPs who have graced this moment with their presence here. I rest my case, Mr. Speaker.
Let's call Minister of Work and Housing to give a verdict.
Long live Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Emanuela Semefa, Minister of Works and Housing. Mr. Speaker, I stand to give a verdict on how to improve urban drainage systems. Perennial floodings in the city has become a festival celebrated by the people of the city who live in flood-prone areas. It is celebrated from March to June annually since 1960s. On June 3, 2015, a flood in Accra followed by a filling station gas explosion killed 150 people. The disaster also affected more than 50 residents in Accra. The cost of the damage was estimated at 242 million Ghana cedis, or $55 million US. Rapid urbanization and population influx have intensified the city capacities and services around our cities, of which many challenges are urban flooding and solid waste management. Mr. Speaker, poor drainage and contamination of urban runoff poses numerous concerns.
Stagnant water caused by displaced places or clogged channels act as a breeding or feeding grounds for vectors and vermin, increasing the risk of communicable diseases in densely populated environments. These precious more have the least access to public services and also have the least capacity to prepare for and rebuild after disaster, placing them in a vicious cycle of poverty. If solid waste management and urban flood risk management are so critical, why are not these services being provided? Awareness of health and sanitation issues is generally low both in government and among residents. Mr. Speaker, to address the interplay of domestic solid waste and urban flood risks, there is a need to establish waste collection and transport systems. If domestic waste is firstly removed from the city landscape, it will prevent any form of accumulating and blocking city drainage systems, which causes flooding and public health issues. Citywide services are critical to provide residents a clear way to dispose of waste generated. Mr. Speaker, however, if a city is to collect waste, there needs to be a place for the waste to go. Hence, investments in waste collection and transport must inherently include investments in the entire waste stream. The most simple and quickest approach is to establish a model landfill where waste can be responsibly disposed in a manner that minimizes environmental and health risks. However, Mr. Speaker, waste management services that lead to waste disposed is not best practice nor the most social and environmentally sustainable. This linear system where raw materials are extracted from the environment to produce a product, which may be used once and then disposed it in a landfill at the end. Such system constrain the environment and city services. Mr. Speaker, I would like to say what a sustainable urban drainage system do. 1. A sustainable urban drainage system do slow down the rate at which rainwater flows into our older drainage system. 2. Allows free flow of rainwater in order to prevent overflow during heavy downpour. 3. Reduce the damage caused to the environment and wildlife habitats by heavy rainfall. In conclusion, to achieve these three main aims, we must implement several different measures such as stormy rain detection machines to meteorologists, construction of large form of drainage system and so on. Thank you.
Let's call Minister of Work and Housing to give a verdict.
Mr. Speaker, may you live long. Members of Parliament, distinguished guests, fellow ministers, I am Honorable Samuel Kankamboche, the Minister of Works and Housing, and a Member of Parliament for the Chobu constituency. It is an honor to stand before you today to address a matter of utmost importance, the development of modern technology to build school infrastructure in Ghana. Education is the cornerstone of our nation's future. To provide our children with the best possible start in life, we must ensure they learn in environments that are not only safe, but also conducive to their intellectual and emotional growth. Mr. Speaker, I want to express my utmost agreement with the point my honorable colleague, the Minister of Works and Housing, just highlighted, but I want to add my view with the following reasons. First and foremost, we should adopt prefabricated construction methods. Prefabrication involves assembling building components in a factory and transporting them to the construction site. This method is not only cost-effective, but also significantly reduces construction time. By utilizing prefabricated materials, we can ensure that no child is left behind. Secondly, we must integrate sustainable building practices. Using green technologies such as solar panels, rainwater harvesting systems, and energy-efficient designs will reduce the long-term operational costs of our schools. These practices will also teach the students the importance of environmental stewardship, instilling in them a sense of responsibility towards our planet. Additionally, the incorporation of smart technology in school buildings and enhance the learning experience. Interactive whiteboards, digital notebooks, and internet connectivity can provide our students with access to a world of knowledge and learning resources. This will bridge the gap between urban and rural education, ensuring that every child in Ghana has the opportunity to succeed in an increasingly digital world. To achieve these goals, it is essential to foster partnerships within private sector companies that specialize in modern construction techniques and sustainable practices. By working together, we can pool resources, share expertise, and drive innovations in school infrastructure development. In conclusion, Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the government must take bold steps to integrate modern technology into construction of school of education for our children, but also pave a brighter, more sustainable future for Ghana. Thank you.
Let's call Minister of Foreign Affairs to give a verdict.
Honorable Speaker, may you be blessed. My name is J.D. Garanyanya, Minister of Foreign Affairs. My fellow members of this august parliament, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give my take on how the government can create exchange programs for students to learn to build their confidence in my capacity as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. My fellow colleagues, it is the ultimate mandate for every government to seek, promote, and create an environment where the people are enabled and equipped to pursue their own welfare in a lawful manner without being limited by tribe, religion, or socio-economic conditions. There are many ways to achieve this goal. However, I dare say creating avenues for student exchange programs is one of the best routes to accomplish this mandate. A student exchange program is simply a program in which students study abroad at one of their partners' institutions. This framework allows students to go to a foreign country, live and study there for a period of time, while they are exposed to the culture and way of life of this foreign country. There are many advantages to this scheme, including forming lifelong friendships, understanding and tolerating cultural differences, improving language and communication skills, networking opportunities, and creation of avenues for personal growth and global awareness. Given the current economic challenges in this country, the commitment from parents to enroll their wards in such a beneficial program will be curtailed. Therefore, it is apparent that the government must step in to fulfill its mandate of enabling and equipping the populace to pursue these student exchange opportunities with any socio-economic limitations. As the Minister of Foreign Affairs, it behooves on me to ensure the creation and facilitation of these exchange programs between our schools and other international partners to realize this mandate. I plan to devote funds towards the sponsorship of students to undertake these programs. The sponsorship will cover the travel, cost of these students, and a daily financial allowance to enable these students to participate without any financial hindrance. I plan to also coordinate with other governments to connect our schools with fellow international partners to build a network of schools to participate in these exchange programs yearly. As a minister, I plan to seek financial and logistical support from other international aid and donor organizations like the United Nations and the European Union to ensure a long-lasting and impactful program for the participating students. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I would like to assure this Honorable House of Parliament that my ministry will leave no stone unturned in pursuing this mandate for our young students pursuing international exchange programs successfully. I will use the authority of my office to implement this program without fear or favor. Thank you.
All too soon, we have come to the end of the program. I believe you have enjoyed yourself with our parliamentary proceedings by children from primary 1 up to JHS 2. And I believe you can't wait to bring your child for the next episode. And I can see parents are happy in the house, and you are also enjoying our program. What are you waiting for? Register your child. Sponsor us in cash or in kind. And that will be a blessing to all of us. We will be with you same time, same day, on the same TV channel, GNTV Junior. And we are still YPS. YPS!
Impress.
Indeed, we are the children who are expressing and impressing parents and teachers and all the people in Ghana with our research and everything that we do. Thank you very much. This is the end of YPS parliamentary proceedings. My name is Rosemary Osekofo, and I'll be with you on the same day, on the same time. See you. Bye-bye.